Right, ladies and gentlemen, how is it going? Welcome to your favorite chess journal YouTube channel. And as I was browsing through Masters game, which I often do see their games, and I have stumbled upon this beautiful game played in between one FIDE master and the opponent was a national master. The FIDE master had white pieces, and his name is Tigran Nazarian. I'm sorry for the pronunciation, and rated 2316. His opponent, Valery Sviridov, is the national master whose rating is 2562. This game, as you can see, the date is here. It's been played very recently, and according to chess.com, National Master Valery is the strongest National Master at the moment in the chess world. Let's flip the board. Okay, now the game continued with FIDE Master opening with d4. The National Master played g6, and we entered into modern defense. e4. Fianchetto, the Daskar bishop g7, c4. And when we see c4 on board in modern defense, we know that it's going to be a very interesting and attacking game. And d6, knight c3, developing this knight, and also putting a defender on this e4 pawn. Okay, e5, although this could have, this could have been played, or as the computer is suggesting, this is the best move. Okay, anyway, the National Master played e5, immediately striking the center with the center pawn. And the FIDE Master decided to play bishop to e3. Well, computer says that's a mistake. Best move was to play here, knight e2, knight g to e2. Okay, and captures. Target is to get rid of the Daskar bishop. The National Master says no, not yet. Play knight f6, bishop to e2, and that's also an inaccuracy. Best move is h3, guarding this square for any future jump, perhaps maybe one day, supported by this pawn as well. Okay, so castles, knight f3, knight c6, targeting or attacking the Daskar bishop. White preserves the bishop by playing bishop e3, rook to e8, centralizing the rook and attacking the center pawn. How to defend? By playing knight d2. Now the two knights are guarding the center pawn. a5, creating a temporary outpost, also grabbing a space. This pawn has potentials to go there one day. Castles, knight d7. This knight maneuvering, I like the maneuvering of this knight and also opening up this pawn break in future. Rook c1. Now knight goes to c5, and taking this knight is a mistake because take a look at the evaluation bar. Black is already doing better. Taking would have been devastating for white because this pawn is going to recapture, and then it's going to be another outpost for any of our pieces. Okay. Also, not to mention that Daskar bishop they wanted to preserve would be gone. What was played was the best move, f3, f5. As I mentioned, potential f5 pawn break. White doesn't capture, but plays knight b3, trying to get rid of the pesky knight. Black welcomes the exchange. Knights are gone. Let's go back. Taking with the queen, good, as the computer is telling, is the best move, keeping the pawn structure intact as is. Okay, a takes b3. Now f takes e4. F takes e4. Now knight to e5, putting the knight in the center, stopping the center push, and now white jumps in with the c knight to d5. Well, that's the only knight they have, targeting this pawn. This is the best move, but what black played was one of the strategy that I follow is that whenever we see any of our opponent's pieces in our camp, we try to get rid of it as soon as possible, making sure that our position is not collapsing or nothing is bad in it. So black played this one, but that also allows white to play the bishop to b6, supported by this knight, and that white does, attacking the queen. A queen dives in to g5 square. Now computer is telling to go here and keep on attacking the queen, but what the FIDE master does, he dives in with knight c6, and that was the blunder, because his aim was to win one of the rooks. That was a blunder, because now black has this one, creating the devastating threat, and that's what he does. The best way to face the threat or get rid of the threat, as you can see, is to play here. Now this is the threat, right? What happens if rook comes here? Okay, if rook comes here, then we play here, getting rid of the rook, and then the game could have continued like bishop goes there, and we get rid of the rook, and this, and the other rook comes in the action. And as you can see, the eval bar, black is doing much better. Okay, let's go back to the position, regional position here. What white plays to guard this pawn by playing bishop to f3, and that's an inaccuracy, as you can see. Now rook to f8, trying to get rid of the bishop with the knight, the knight that's centralized. Rook to c2. This is the square that we are targeting, and that's been now guarded. Now knight takes f3. Anyhow, computer is saying that's an inaccuracy, but I don't think so. I think that's good move. And rook takes f3. Now pinning the rook to the queen. Queen should have come here, getting rid of the rook again. But rook takes rook, and now rook recaptures. And instead of taking this pawn, that's the best move. Instead of that, white now tries to get rid of black's strong queen. Black plays queen to h4, keeping options open. Take a look at the evaluation bar. It's saying that black is already -5 h3. That's an inaccuracy. I should say that's a big mistake. And now what does black do? The national master sacrificed the bishop. Bishop is being captured, and now queen g3 check. How to get rid of the checkmate? By guarding or blocking. Queen to g2, and now queen e1. White resigns. Game could have continued king to h2, and then bishop to e5. And the only way to save the game is to get rid of the giving up the queen, and there are a couple of ways you can finish the game. Try to find it out by yourself. I hope you have enjoyed this game. and learned something from this game. And those of you who are new to this channel, haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And those of you who have already subscribed, thank you all for tuning in. So that's all for today. Till next time, take care of yourself. Bye bye.